Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Last week I had two of the craziest, most intense, vivid, realistic feeling dreams of my life. I decided to put them in the ChatGPT and see if they could do some dream interpretation and analyze it for me. The results were honestly pretty crazy with how accurate and helpful it was in making sense out of these dreams. So in this video I just want to share with you these two crazy dreams and then tell you what prompts I used in ChatGPT and what the results were of the interpretation, how accurate it was, and give you a reflection on how this really helped me make sense out of these crazy dreams. So yeah, let's get into it. First dream, it was like a movie, man. I was in this like fancy, luxurious looking villa with white walls, and there was a lot of people there, like entrepreneurs, wealthy looking people, all networking, talking, and it was like a point of view dream. Like most of my dreams, I see them from first person point of view. So I was like standing and I see this Indian guy who looks like he's clean, like fresh haircut, hairstyle, looking real fancy. He had like a expensive looking suit on and a really expensive looking Rolex watch, and he was like talking to some people by me, and I'm standing there talking with them too. And I notice his iPhone on the table, and for whatever reason I start looking, like snooping through this guy's iPhone, and I'm just looking through his phone, and on it I see like Ring camera feed of like his house and different villas and houses. I see like the camera footage of the front door, the living room, and I'm looking through it and I'm like, man, this guy's got to be super rich. He has so many houses and a big room, and the houses look so nice. And I'm feeling kind of weird because I'm like, why am I looking at this? I shouldn't be looking through his phone. But for some reason I was so curious, I was so intrigued. And then out of nowhere, I see in the footage some people breaking into his house, like breaking in through the front door, breaking the windows, and then these men with like masks and bulletproof vests on come barging in with big ARs. They literally have assault rifles, big guns, and they're breaking into his villas and breaking stuff, causing chaos. So I'm like, I need to tell this guy. So I start showing him, I'm like, yo, look, they're breaking into your house. And then we start hearing stuff too nearby, and we realize one of the houses they're breaking into is actually the villa that we're all currently in. So then I start freaking out and I immediately start running for the back door and like escape out of there. I escape, I'm running out of the villa, and then I just hear like gunshots going off behind me, like do 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 do, like they're just like murking people on sight, and I hear everyone in the party screaming. I hear like things breaking, explosions, just pure chaos. Like it went from 0 to 100 so quick, like this chill, fancy networking get together, and then now I'm running for my life with like gun bullets flying in the background, everyone's screaming. So in my mind I'm like, oh my gosh, all these people are just getting massacred behind me, but there's like nothing I can do but run and escape. I felt very nervous and like intense, but at the same time I felt confident that I would survive because I wasn't caught up in it. Like I moved ahead immediately. As soon as I sensed the threat, I was like the first one out of there, bro. I gunned it, I ran like freaking Sonic the Hedgehog. So even though I felt pretty worried and intense at the moment, I had like a confidence and like a hope in me that I was like, no, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna escape. I was thinking really smart and really seeing ahead of where to go, like taking the right turn, the right path. And I was even pacing myself, like not running too fast so I could conserve my energy. I felt good, like I was gonna survive, but like it was super urgent, and like every move, every second really mattered. So I get out and I'm running through like the city now, and it looks like old apartments. I'm just running with the chaos in the background, and I see in the distance some old looking apartment building, and I'm like, yeah, I could be safe, I just need to get there, hide there. And as I'm running, there's actually a helicopter, like some military helicopter flying ahead, and I'm not sure if it was a bad guy, like part of the group that was massacring people, or if it was like the police or the government trying to help, trying to stop these guys. So I'm kind of worried that this helicopter above is seeing me and it might start shooting at me, but then I'm also thinking maybe it's here to help. but I wasn't risking it. So there's like some tall trees, and I was doing my best to like hide under the trees because I can see their branches really tall. And so like when I could, I was trying to stay under the trees so the helicopter wouldn't see me. But there were some points where it's just wide open, and I had to just be in the open and just risk it and run to get to the apartment building. So I just was hoping that the helicopter didn't like shoot me. Eventually I get to the apartment building and I'm like, okay, I'm safe here, I'm inside, I'm hiding. But then the Indian dude actually runs to me, and he has the people following him, so he kind of brings the people towards me, like the intruders, and gives away my location. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this stupid guy, he's gonna get me caught now because he's leading them right to me. So I start running up the stairs in this apartment building, and I'm running into different rooms trying to find a way out or find a safe room. And this Indian guy, he keeps on following me, and then I get mad at him. I'm like, bro, you're leading them right to me, stop following me, go away. So then he messes off and we go our separate ways, and then I'm okay. I feel like I survived. I made it out okay, alive, because that's pretty much where the dream ended. I didn't get caught, I didn't get murked, but it was super intense. There's definitely a lot of symbolism in there, a lot of detail. It felt like a freaking movie, man. Alright, well, I really wanted to record this video outside and give you guys a nice view of the garden and the pool here, but apparently it's way too hot for my MacBook to handle, and it started overheating. So for the safety of my $2,000 laptop, we're gonna record the rest of this video inside. Alright, without further ado, let's get to the good stuff, the interpretation from ChatGPT. So it gave a psychological interpretation. First, it started with the snooping on the phone and seeing the villa and the security feeds. It said this could reflect curiosity about wealth, power, or hidden aspects of other people's lives. Phones in dreams often symbolize access to someone's private world, so my unconscious might be exploring themes of comparison, success, or exposure. Which is true. I think, like everybody, I do have the tendency to compare myself with others, and I am chasing success as an entrepreneur, and I am in Bali, and I've been networking, going to groups with other business owners, other entrepreneurs too. So I'm curious about what they're doing, what I could learn from them, and there is a little bit of comparison. So I think that's pretty accurate. The next thing is the sudden violence, the gunfire, the raiding, the chaos. ChatGPT says, explosions and shootings often represent sudden disruptions, threats, or fears of losing control. It may symbolize anxiety around the idea that success and wealth bring danger. The higher you rise, the bigger the target. That is true. There's a lot of fear that goes with success too. A lot of reasons people don't achieve success is because they let the fears hold them back. More money, more problems. Definitely true. Then it analyzed my response, saying, your response, strategic escape, staying sharp. ChatGPT says, this is key. Rather than being overwhelmed, you became resourceful and tactical. That shows your subconscious sees you as capable, adaptable, and intelligent under pressure. It may reflect how you're approaching challenges in waking life by planning ahead, staying calm, while others panic. So hey, even though there's chaos, I guess I'll be alright. That's good to know my subconscious thinks that I'm capable. No matter what happens, I'll find a way. And yeah, that is kind of what I believe. I believe no matter what, I will find a way. I'm a very stubborn person, so even if there's obstacles or people telling me no, that just motivates me to figure something out and get the work done. The next thing it analyzed was the Indian guy leading danger to me. It says, he might symbolize people you see as wealthy, connected, or powerful, but also careless or a liability. The fact that he brought danger to your safe spot suggests mistrust. Maybe you fear being dragged into other people's chaos, or that someone else's mistakes could harm your progress. That's kinda true. I won't get into too much details, but I have been worrying a bit lately about my family and their own issues. They have some financial struggles, they have some bad habits. That's one of the reasons I had to get away from them, and I moved to Bali alone, to the other side of the world from America, so I could switch up my environment and kind of get away from the negativity, the drama, and the bad things of my own family, of my friends over there. But even though I'm here, I still feel connected. Like, I worry about my dad's health, my mom's health, and that maybe I'll be the one financially responsible if they end up getting sick because of their bad habits, like smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol. I fear the burden may fall on me when they have to get like medication or whatever. So that could be something like that, or just that I don't trust other people. There's a lot of people partying in Bali. There's a lot of people that say they're entrepreneurs, but they could be like trying to scam or like wolf in sheep's clothing. So yeah, I kind of do have trust issues. I'm always very skeptical. So I guess that's what the Indian guy represents. Now this was the most interesting part, the helicopter. The helicopter was an ambiguous help or a threat. I don't know. It said helicopters can represent higher authority or surveillance, like the government, police, or big picture forces. I wasn't sure if it was there to help or hurt, which suggests mixed feelings about authority, systems, or external forces in your life right now. You may feel watched, evaluated, or vulnerable, but also know that help could come from the same source. That's very true. I do not trust the government. I do not really trust police. But at the same time, I do need them to help me, especially being here in a foreign country in Indonesia. I know there's a lot of corruption in the government, just like any government, but at the same time, I need them to give me the visas to allow me to stay here. So after the psychological interpretation, ChatGPT gave me some symbolic and archetypal themes. The houses and villas can represent status, wealth, identity, and security. The raids and the attacks can represent fear of losing what's built, fear of exposure, or inner conflict. Running and escape represent striving for freedom, dependence, and survival. The stairs in the buildings represent movement between different levels of awareness or opportunity, and the helicopter can represent higher perspective, fate, or destiny circling above me. Then it gave me a personal life connection. This dream could be your mind processing ambition versus danger, desire for success, the villas, the Rolex man, but also fear of what comes with it, envy, risk, instability. Also, it could be my mind processing trust issues. For example, the man who exposed me may reflect my wariness of people who seem impressive on the surface, but could jeopardize my safety or my success. Also, it could be my mind processing resilience. The dream highlights your belief in your intelligence and strategy. Even when things look chaotic, you see yourself as someone who can outrun problems and think ahead. I appreciate that, big dog. Thanks, ChatGPT. And then it gave me the big takeaway. This dream seems to say, you're drawn to wealth and power, but also cautious about the dangers that come with them. You have trust issues with people who might pull you into their problems. You see yourself as a survivor and strategist capable of navigating danger smartly. You're uncertain about whether outside forces, like authority, systems, or fate, are there to help or to control you. Then, I told ChatGPT this. Yes, I do feel like I am surrounded by opportunities for growth and wealth right now. I feel like it ultimately depends on my own self-discipline and abilities to give up bad habits and laziness and make the right decisions on a day-to-day basis. I feel like the helicopter might symbolize God in a way, because I feel like God has a good plan for me and good promises for me, but I have been falling into sexual immorality, so I fear that I may lose my anointing with Him or miss out on blessings from Him. because of my tendency to fall into sexual immorality by hooking up and having sex with women outside of marriage. And yeah, I feel like I have ideas like making certain YouTube videos talking about my life and spirituality to motivate other people, inspire others, and just tell them about how I've achieved some success in my life, because I have started a small business that has been successful enough over the last few years to allow me to support myself fully and save up over $150,000 and move from Florida to Bali, where I currently live now after living in my parents' house for 26 years and saving money there. But I also have been procrastinating making those videos because I fear I won't really know what to say, or that I may be judged by them, or it may be a waste of time and not get any views, and people may just laugh at me or just bring me problems. I'm not sure why. I have some sort of fear or insecurity about putting myself in front of the camera and talking like that, but I also feel like I could make some really good videos and say some really good things, and I have some really good stories and life experiences that are interesting and could help people too. So then after that, ChatGPT said, "The helicopter as God. Your interpretation is powerful. In the dream, you weren't sure if the helicopter was there to help or harm. That mirrors how you may be feeling about God's presence. Will He bless me, or will my sins bring consequences?" Hiding under trees from the helicopter could symbolize shame or avoidance, almost like Adam hiding from God in the garden. Deep down, you know God is watching and wants to help, but your guilt makes you want to hide. 2. Sexual morality and fear of losing the anointing. The raids, chaos, and destruction in the dream could be your subconscious showing you how sin, especially repeated patterns like lust, feels like it's bringing destruction into your house, your life, and your blessings. Yet in the dream, you escaped smartly and strategically. That shows your spirit knows you can overcome this, not by white-knuckling alone, but by using wisdom, self-discipline, and God's guidance. The YouTube videos and fear of judgment. This matches the apartment with stairs in the dream. You're climbing upward, hiding, running, searching for a safe place, but the man kept following you, just like your doubts and fears about judgment keep following you when you think about putting yourself out there. Yet you survived, kept climbing, and made it through. That suggests that even if you face criticism, you'll outlast it and grow stronger. The big picture. Your dream plus your reflections say, God's hand is on your life, the helicopter. You sense His calling, but you fear falling short. That's true. You have strong survival instincts, strategic, sharp escape. This is your discipline and intelligence, the same abilities you'll need to replace bad habits with purpose. You're in a season of transition, running, climbing stairs, moving through buildings. You've already escaped the old life, your parents' house, stagnation, and are searching for your next level, videos, coaching, impact. Your biggest enemy is fear and temptation. So true. Fear of being judged, fear of not being good enough, temptation to fall into lust. But the dream proves you already have the ability to win these battles. Ooh, I feel like ChatGPT is cooking right now. This is like A+ therapy session, A+ motivation and encouragement. Honestly, that's the whole reason I made this video. This is my first type of video like this. If you see my previous videos, they're just like travel vlogs. So this session with ChatGPT, this dream and the interpretation of this dream really was important for me and gave me that push, gave me that sign like, yes, you gotta make some videos, step into the calling, step into it. Then it gave me some journal prompts to think about and reflection. And yeah, so I feel like this was really good. I feel like ChatGPT did good at analyzing this dream, and then especially because I gave it some good context about my life and feedback and my own ideas, then it worked with it and gave me a really clear interpretation tailored towards my own life. And yeah, it was super helpful. I think dream interpretation can be a really good, helpful thing for finding guidance in your life. I do believe dream interpretation is powerful. It is your subconscious talking to you and taking things from your daily life, trying to process it and help figure out ideas. You know, in psychology, Sigmund Freud wrote a whole book about dream interpretation. There's many therapists and people that do dream interpretation. Even in the Bible itself, you see characters doing dream interpretation. Like at the end of Genesis, Jacob went to Egypt and he interpreted people's dreams, and things went exactly as he interpreted it. And he interpreted the Pharaoh's dreams and then became like ruler of Egypt because he was able to do this. So I do think dreams have very spiritual meanings, a very spiritual nature. You know, it's your subconscious speaking to you, it can be God speaking to you. And if you can interpretate it properly and really connect to them, understand the symbolism, it can be a very powerful tool for self-development and finding guidance in your life and really understanding yourself and what's going on in your life. I had a second follow-up dream that was related to this dream the next day, and I did the same process with ChatGPT to interpret it, and the results from that one were even more shocking, even more powerful. So yeah, I might break it into a part 2. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll drop it back to back so you can just go watch it now on my channel. If you guys like dream interpretation, or you've ever tried this, or you have any crazy dreams, drop them in the comments below. I'll read them and see what I think. I'll probably respond to everybody. So yeah, if you have anything to add, any feedback about what you think, just drop it in the comments. Let's talk with each other. Let's inspire each other. And yeah, hopefully we can build a community. Hope this could help you and inspire you to interpret your own dreams. And maybe you can learn something from my own problems, my own dreams too, that you relate to. I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.
If I got some shit you need, I'll drop it off, drop it off. Hey, and if you make a drink for me, please top it off, top it off. Hey, because we're all just friends in need. Don't drop the ball, drop the ball. Hey, and when we win this game, we'll leave and be standing tall, standing tall. Hey, live life fearing the victors. No chance, mister. Control your tax bracket like your cash is playing Twister.